Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11, and this is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here on this premiere. A big thank you to all of you that are supporting our new coffee reading app, which does include also astrology, numerology, dream interpretation, which is called Mary Lou Cup, and you can download Mary Lou Cup application from the Play Store for Android phones at this time. The App Store will have our Mary Lou Cup, our beautiful creative venture, very soon. So for iOS users and iPhones, we'll let you know when that is available. So thank you so much for downloading, trying, and checking it out and seeing how intelligent it is and how into the future this application is taking us relative to divination. Right, we've already done a video on it and shown you. We've uploaded it here on Divine Debut 11. You can check it out as I give you the instructions of how to go about it. So let's see what's going on today, 11th of March of 2026. We'll be using a few decks today, and the astrology, well, Jupiter now from the sign of Cancer has turned direct, so that's fantastic. We need a few days for him to get rolling, moving direct. He's exalted in the sign of Cancer, so he's helping very much relative to family situations connected to the past, to your emotional financial security, and also this is very benevolent, more so for the water signs and the earth signs. If you've got any angles or planets in the signs, in the water signs and the earth signs, then this will help you around that 15th, 16th degree, as Jupiter is stationed, very powerful at this stage and ready to move direct and give us those blessings, give us justice, give us the bigger picture, see where we need to go from here on out. The moon is transiting through Sagittarius at this time. Now remember, the twin flame karmic or soul connection love reading done every Wednesday is a premiere, and I'm in the chat with you. If you've got any queries, you can ask me. Queries based on Mary Lou Cup, the application, or anything general astrologically speaking, I will be more than happy to answer you. Thank you for your love, your support, sharing Mary Lou app with your friends. It does help with the algorithm, and you could also leave a comment right beneath in the Play Store and tell us your opinion of what you think of the application. Now, we are celebrating 10 years of being on YouTube, Divine Debut 11, in February. Completed a 10-year long journey on this platform, and thank you so much for those of you that have been with us since the beginning. We are giving away gifts to 10 lucky winners who will comment beneath that video that we uploaded about 10 days ago. We're waiting for more people to enter. That's why we haven't given you your number, as you will be provided with a number if you write yes please and put 10 hearts that you want to enter the draw, the lucky draw. And we'll be doing that very soon, so just giving you a heads up. If you want to enter, take part in this giveaway. We're very happy to give away 10 prizes to 10 lucky winners, as you've given much to us as well. Thank you so much. Also, we are offering half price, 50% off half-hour tarot readings. The link, you will find that beneath this video it's also under that video, which shows the 10-year celebration, balloons, and big thank you to all our subscribers, our Patreons. Special thank you to our patrons as well, who support this channel and keep us afloat in very competitive times. Thank you so much. Now, I want you to concentrate on your person. Today is the 11th of March of 2026. 11 is an open portal. It's a doorway for me, right? So let's see what's coming through and what is the potential relative to the person that you are hoping to manifest in your life. Let's see what's going on. We're using the Twin Flame Journey Tarot today. Let's go with the reading and let's connect to Spirit as we're clearing our space here. We want a clear and concise message as much as possible. And remember, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate for you all, but some messages surely will come through. Let's go. Dear Spirit, please guide us as to what is the Karma Dharma at this stage. It is a very karmic time, as Mars in Pisces is very close to the north node of the moon in Pisces. So very, very significant. Pisces, it is your birthday. It is a very significant time for you as well. Plus always for the mutable signs, it's a time of change. It's a time of transmutation, right? Remember, the north node is a very positive point in the sky. So what we need to do is release the south node from Virgo. The mutable signs, of course, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini haven't had it easy, as the eclipses have been happening there in that area of your chart, nevertheless. Also, we've got a new moon in Pisces, which is not an eclipse, on the 19th, 20th of the month, very close to the spring equinox if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern, it's the autumn equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere of the world. So very significant times. The new astrological year is just around the corner. We're very soon to enter the Aries season, which means, what does it mean? The sun will be passing over that 0 degree of Aries, where we've got Neptune and Saturn at the first couple of degrees, 2-3 degrees of Aries. Very significant for the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and Cancer, of course. Very significant time. Mars is the god of war. He's the warrior god in the sky, in the astrology. So Mars entering Aries in April. On the 10th of April, roughly, Mars will enter his home sign of Aries, will pass over that 0 degree, which is the degree of the world. It's the degree of new beginnings. Very significant point in the chart. And I feel with what's going on in the world now, with the wars that are just starting everywhere, we may have a little bit more rough seas, let's say, a peak point. So I would say roughly around Easter, mid-April, as Mars is going to connect with Neptune and then Saturn, and then be on his way through Aries, right? Remember, Aries is the I, me, my. It's the new beginning. It's cardinal fire. It's passion. It's glory. It's enthusiasm. It's also very brave. And we'll see changes where the world situation is concerned. And it will be all about new beginnings. So let's see where things will be taken in the near future. Okay, let's look at love now. We're looking at love. We're looking at this very important, very significant connection that you are here watching this video for. So wondering what's going on and what the future promises. So let's go. Thank you, Spirit. What is the Karma Dharma relative to love at this point? Let's go. And we've got the star. Beautiful. Beautiful message, which is saying that there is still hope. Some of you may be physically at a distance, right? Aquarius is also connections through the internet. There could be a wish fulfillment, something that you don't expect. Remember that Aquarius is friendship. It's groups that you associate with. It's the natural 11th house of wishes, dreams. Also possibly connecting through social media. It does speak to the rewards that come after the effort. Remember, the 11th house is a Dharma house. So I don't know if you're connecting with an Aquarian individual, someone who may have strong Aquarius in their chart. And I wanted also to tell you that if you've been born during the nighttime when the sun is below the horizon, that maybe you should check out your moon placement, your moon sign, more importantly, okay? If you're a day baby, then the sun is more significant, all right? So remember, the star card is a wish fulfillment, and it does speak to hope and healing through truth. Sometimes the Aquarius energy can be a little bit challenging. Remember, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, and Uranus will be moving direct in the sign of Taurus end of April, and will be bringing great change, as since 2018 Uranus has been transiting through Taurus, which is a Venus ruled sign, let's not forget. Now Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, which is saying that there are many changes, many fundamental changes ahead, right? And it's all about releasing the past, because Aquarius is all about freedom. It's all about freedom, truth, friendship, tribes, right? And most importantly, breakthroughs. Okay, Uranus is shocking, could be a breakthrough, could be big shifts in the way we perceive, we see, we hear, we communicate. Pluto will change all of that for all of us. We've all got Aquarius somewhere in our chart. Let's see, dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance on what's going on in love at this point. What is the potential? Five of Swords, mind games and control. You could see this puppet on a string, mind games. We are still in the time of Pisces, and Mercury, which is retrograde still and will be turning direct on the equinox. Mercury is in a very weak position in the sign of Pisces. There could be a lot of illusion, confusion, misconception, misunderstandings, even mind games. Remember, Mercury is the trickster. But Mercury retrograde will be bringing back people and situations that we need to revisit and re-look at. I'll give you an example. I communicated with quite a few friends and clients today. There's always a reason why we communicate with someone, right? They come to our mind, or there's another particular reason why we need to go back and connect with people, soulmates, people that have entered our life for whatever reason. For each and every one of us, it will be a different situation. But, Mercury retrograde does bring back connections and people and friendships and collaboration with others, partners, people that we've worked with, we've lived a certain amount of time of our lives with. That's what Mercury retrograde is all about. But remember also that Pisces is forgiveness, unconditional love, surrender, release. Pisces is the natural 12th house. So there are themes that are closing up, ending, as the Aries season has been activated with the Neptune and Saturn ingress, right, which has opened up a brand new 36-year cycle. And, well, even Neptune entering Aries is something that we've never seen before. 150 plus roughly years, 150, 164, I think, Neptune takes to do the whole cycle, and the whole zodiac can come back to Aries. Saturn is a different planet, much faster than what Neptune is, but Saturn does 30 years, 36 roughly years to do the whole zodiac, as Saturn does roughly 3 years in each sign. So the two haven't connected. It's been 36 years that they conjoined. So we're closing up a major 36-year cycle. As many of you know, astrology is larger cycles, smaller cycles. So mind games and control. This could involve third parties, or where communication is concerned, someone is trying to be stronger where the mind, the communication, the understanding is concerned. We see that in the Five of Swords. Someone holds the Three Swords, right? The Three Swords have been put down. Is it three that he's holding, and something like that? Nevertheless, the message here is that someone is trying to win over a situation through their intelligence, the way they communicate, right? And there could be also conflict where the perception or the communication or even the truth is concerned. What is the challenge here? Nine of Wands, trials and tribulations. This is heavy. This is, I've had enough. I don't know if I can hold on anymore. I've been beaten and bruised and wounded, right? Nine of Wands, I've put in so much effort and nothing is happening, right? I don't know if I can do this any longer. It's heavy, it's hard, but anyway, it's in the challenge position. Usually with the Nine of Wands, 9 would be, this is the end of the heaviness and the burden, but it's in the challenge position. So someone's ready to give up here. Let's see what's crowning. We've got Karma Review and we've got the Judgment card. So Scorpio comes through as well. Well, this is a Mars card, nevertheless. Scorpio, Aries, I would say. So Karma is being reviewed. Judgment is second opportunities, a moment of crisis, but also a possible resurrection through second chances and opportunities, right? So this is what's crowning. It's a very significant card. There is a crisis that's going on. Someone needs to go through a resurrection. Obviously, there's been no love, no evolution, right? Because obviously there's been a death process. Someone's gone through a death and a metamorphosis, which does take time. This is the moment of crisis, but second chances. Remember, it's Archangel Michael saying that it's time to resurrect. There is help coming from above. Let's see where this connection has come from in the past. What's been going on in the past? Destined opportunities and the Wheel of Fortune. Another major arcana card. And this is a Jupiterian card. It's a very karmic card. The wheel of fate has been turning. Maybe it was in the reverse. Maybe you feel as though there was bad luck. It wasn't the right time. The timing was off. But also, remember, the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, and a 10 breaks down and turns into an ace. So whatever happened with your meeting with this destined connection, it was destined and it's giving you an opportunity. This is the seed of the reading, right? So it's deeply rooted in the past and it's very destined. This relationship was very destined. It can involve third parties, surely. It doesn't have to be another love connection, But what we see is that the judgment card, and we've got two very karmic cards, that something came to a halt. There was a destined opportunity, but something was in the way. Something was possibly out of whack, at an imbalance here, and something needed to close up. Life cycle, let's say, before an opportunity to resurrect this connection came through. So let's see. In the recent past, we've got temperance and restoration. Something is being restored, something is coming into balance. Temperance speaks to patience, healing. Some of you may be connecting to someone that is at a physical distance, comes from different beliefs. That is a possibility as well. There's an alchemy going on here, and it's asking that we be patient. Something needs to be healed, and you need to be patient, right? Someone's been very patient, waiting for an opportunity. Sometimes crises may bring opportunities, and just looking at what's going on collectively, we are in a moment of crisis, right? Where the world is evolving and each of our lives are also evolving, right? So we've got Sagittarius, we've got a Pisces, we've got, I'm going to mention Cancer as well because Jupiter is transiting through the sign of Cancer. We've got Aries and Scorpio, we've mentioned as well. Let's see what the near future holds. We've got the Knight of Wands, passionate adventure. So Knight of Wands, we know, is someone that is a free-spirited individual, someone that possibly travels or travels for work or is at a physical distance, or someone that's chasing their desires, someone that's ready to take action, follow their desires, their passion, their heart. And it does speak to a passionate adventure, which is showing up in the near future. Right? Remember again, Sagittarius is a free-spirited individual, Sagittarius people. They hold very strong beliefs. And we also know that Sagittarian individuals have been through a lot as well, with the eclipses hitting them, as that's a mutable sign. Remember, mutable signs speak to flexibility and change. So we'll see. It looks like an opening, the beginning of an adventure. Someone's ready to take action, ready to chase, and possibly also needing to free up something that's been holding them back. Because remember that karma is something that's fated. Maybe your person has seen things from a different perspective, right? There's been a karma review and a judgment, and that judgment may not always just come from spirit, but also through relationship, right? Someone's been judged heavily, or someone's gone through some karma where they've been judged, right? And maybe their beliefs have changed. Remember, the Pisces energy is the hanging man, right? Someone needing to see things from a different perspective, someone needing time to go through some karma, release some past situations that have been blocking this love connection. Let's see what the position of you holds. Six of Swords, tranquility ahead. That is very promising indeed. And it can involve travel, of course, right? Transitioning towards calmer waters, passing over water. We've got the Five of Swords here, and there's the Six of Swords. So there is a transition towards something smoother in the near future. Let's see, in the position of your environment, which I usually see as the person that you're involved with. Let's see, we've got Ten of Cups, contentment and joy. Now we know that with the Ten of Cups, it can speak to family, someone in another connection, or this could be something that your person is seeking. But remember, this is also your spread. It does concern you. So you could be in another connection. The 10 speaks to a restart, but it also speaks to possible happiness, contentment, and joy. With the word joy, I get that happy-go-lucky energy of Leo. And remember that Jupiter will be leaving the sign of Cancer and entering the sign of Leo mid-year. And also the nodes will also shift. The nodes of the moon, where the eclipses happen mid-year into, we're going to have North Node in Aquarius and the South Node in Leo. But those eclipses that will be happening in the next couple of years on that axis and affecting the more fixed signs, including Scorpio and Taurus, the eclipses on the axis, Aquarius and Leo, have already been activated from that solar eclipse, the new moon that we had in Aquarius. So, yeah, in a week roughly, when we get to the new moon in Pisces, we will be coming out of the eclipse times, right? So the energies are still very powerful. It's still a very calming, very fated time. So we'll see what else this means, okay? Because this could be, remember, we've had a lot of water in the chart recently and still happening. So remember that water is psychic ability, emotions, and emotional openings. So I'm wondering if that's what your person is looking for, or that is the potential that you may have from your person. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. Eight of Swords, imprisonment. So someone is fearing, relative to the perception that they have, or the way your communication is between you and your person, that there's an imprisoning situation, whether it's you or whether it's your person. But someone is also hoping to get out of an imprisoning situation. Eight of Swords, it's your communication, it's your perception, it's the way you communicate. And remember, Mercury retrograde in Pisces is giving us an opportunity to communicate in a much more clear and concise manner. And we're given second opportunities to do that. So do take advantage of these second chances if you're waiting on more communication or more truth relative to what's really going on with you and your person and what the future may hold. Let's see. So we've got a fair bit of air here. So of course Aquarius, Gemini and Libra come through here because of the star mainly. It's the major arcana. What is the potential outcome at this time, dear Spirit? And we've got the King of Wands, visionary leader. So we've got Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. King of Wands is someone obviously that's driven by their desires, someone that does not fear taking a chance, someone that could be ready to create. They've got the inspiration, they've got the know-how, they've got the ability to chase, to be very generous and to take action. Yeah. King of Wands doesn't fear anything. He will lay down the groundwork through courage, the passion is so strong that he's not someone that would sit back. He's a leader in his own right. So King of Wands is coming through after the Knight of Wands. So we see a divine masculine energy here, where look at the big fire that's been lit here, and I'm wondering if that huge fire is the life that this divine masculine is leaving behind. It's been set on fire. It's being burnt to the ground. But also the desire and the passion is over the top. Let's see. We've got a King of Cups here, emotional mastery. Now we've got King of Cups, which is Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces. King of Cups, someone emotionally ready. Maybe they were not emotionally ready or balanced or even fair where the emotional exchange was concerned. Remember that mainly this is Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about mysteries and hidden emotions and jealousy and addictive behaviors. Scorpio is either in or out. There's no in between, right? There are extremes where Scorpio is concerned, and King of Wands could also be a Scorpio energy, or the desire to connect on a total, unwavering connection, deep, whether it's sexual, emotional, physically connecting on a very deep level, and emotionally as well. But it speaks to emotional mastery. So it looks like the divine masculine has come to the point where they've grown, they've matured emotionally, because they are now a master with their emotions. They're able to give, and they're open to give and receive equally. Let's see, what are they sitting on? The Ace of Wands and the Spark. And remember, aces are opportunities, and they do speak to the light coming on. So there may be an openness relative to emotions. Now, Scorpio is also fears. I fear being used, abused, manipulated, right? Scorpio can manipulate, but they also fear that they're not taken for a ride as well. So if they feel that they can trust you, then they're all in. If there are issues of trust, and trust is about being open and vulnerable, and that's what the Pisces time speaks to, because Pisces is vulnerability. We are all one. There's nothing that separates us. There's unconditional love where Pisces is concerned. Okay, so I'm getting the energy very strongly still of water, and water is emotions. Water is trust. It's psychic ability. It's being emotionally ready to receive, but also to give. The Ace of Wands could be the light coming on, so openness where emotions are concerned, where there was fear, because wands are all about fire. There's a potential for a new beginning. This also speaks to not only emotional openness, but I desire to connect with you, right? I want you physically. Ace of Wands, there's a sexual connotation here, and if this is Scorpio, if this is a Scorpio individual, then the desire is over the top. Let's see what that Ace of Wands is sitting on. We've got soul searching, and we've got the Hermit. You see that this Hermit is someone that's been alone, on their own. This is a loner, right? Even a lone wolf, I'm going to say, because the Hermit is someone that is also in the dark. This is someone that's going through an awakening. They've gone internally. They're looking for the answers. Soul searching. So looking for the light from within, looking for the answers. Even maybe a sense of coldness. You see that this person is frozen. Coldness means loneliness, means solitude, means no communication, means something needed to be healed from within. And remember that the Hermit is a number 9. It's a major arcana. And don't forget that the South Node is in Virgo, so there's something that needed to be released. It could have to do with someone's daily life, their work life. Remember, everything is interconnected. Their health, physical, emotional, psychological health, because the Hermit could also be a professional, right? So someone needed time to go through the release of anything karmic that was holding them back from reaching that North Node, the collective North Node in the sign of Pisces, and leaving the little details, leaving behind the perfectionism of Virgo, and discerning, right? What is the Hermit sitting on? We've got the Moon, illusions. Remember, we've got here, it's like we've got Pisces, Virgo, which is all about fate and destiny for me. The Moon is psychic ability, fears, secrecy. illusions, not seeing things clearly, deception, self-deception, or deception coming from the other, someone not opening up relative to what's going on in their personal life, in their home life, which is the moon. And these fears could be connected to their mother or the past, their childhood, right? The way they were raised, their beliefs. So Cancer comes through as well. Let's see. Let's take some more guidance here. Let's see what's going on. Let's take the Lenormand first of all, and then with the Mystic Moon Oracles we will also take some cards. And oh my god, okay, we'll take some cards and look into the psyche of your person. Okay, we've got the very sexual, very passionate king here. Now, remember what I always say, that King of Wands can also be Scorpio for me, because Mars is on the chest of this divine masculine, and Mars is the ruling planet of Scorpio, also of Aries. Now, this could be someone that has got a strong placement of their Mars in their birth chart, right? Now, Mars in the sign, through the sign of Pisces, is in a weak position. Remember that Mars is going to come home to Aries early April. So the divine masculine, let's say, which is the Mars energy, is the god of war. It's the passion is relentless sometimes, even with Mars. But the fact that Mars is in Pisces, in a water sign, he's watered down. The fire is watered down, but also there could be some sneakiness, right? Some doing things behind the scenes. Even, the divine masculine could be checking out your social media, not, through other names, right? Because Pisces is the natural 12th house, so things going on behind the scenes that you may not be aware about. Pisces, Mars in Pisces could also be that the passion may turn into anger as well, but anger is fire, so it gives more energy to Mars. But I would say that the divine masculine has got some issues that they're dealing with now, some fated events, as Mars is on the North Node now, coming up to the North Node. So fated things happening behind the scenes that you may not be privy to. And then Mars is also going to connect with Mercury, right? And that will be when someone is ready to speak up, to take action, to clear the confusion, to clear the illusion, to be more upfront and more truthful about what is really going on. All right? Okay, let's take this divine masculine. What else? He doesn't look like a very happy fella, does he? Looks like he's a bit upset at this time. Maybe what he wants to manifest, what he's chasing, who he's chasing. There are some issues, some imprisoning situation or negative thinking possibly also. Let's see. Yep, there is confusion, there is illusion, and there are third parties here. We've got the maze. So there is a lot of confusion. An inability to understand what's really going on. We've got 3 birds here, and the birds are messengers. But we also see a few people here trying to find their way out of the confusion. So there are other people involved. I don't know if it's another love connection, another committed partnership, maybe. In the astrology, we see that there's a difficult aspect with, I think I've spoken to you about it, and it is about some sort of a commitment or a marriage or a contract that needs, someone is looking for a way to surgically remove so that they could release their past, which is sort of imprisoning them, their ability to move forward and manifest what they want. They've got an inability to move forward at this time, and they're looking for a resolution, right? And a solution. Let's see what else. We've got the anchor, and the anchor can speak to marriage, right? So I do believe that the anchor speaks to grounding as well, that because the anchor is more earthy, and it can speak to career and, you know, someone that's very busy chasing career, or they've created something, they're very busy. There could also be a connection, right, between career and relationship, because the anchor can speak to business and someone's security, financial security. But to me, it's the Nine of Swords, so there's a lot of worry, sort of a blockage because of other people involved here, and I do believe that there is a possibility that it could be on your side or your person's side or both your sides. Okay, let's continue. We've got the Child, so there could be children in the picture as well. We've got number 13, which is like Scorpio. It's the Death card, and it is the Knight of Swords. So there can be quick and difficult communication, also involving anything legal, connected to a family situation, something to do with children as well, alimony, someone dealing with a divorce could possibly be, but also this could be saying that your person has gone through a death process and they want a new beginning, and they're more grounded, and the grounding energy of the anchor speaks to more of the reality, okay, and not so much just on an ethereal level, a spiritual level. We've got the Whip, yes, the Knight of Wands. So there are some issues, there are conflicts here, possible legalities, but it is a number 11, and today, March 11th, could be a significant day for some of you relative to this connection. Let's see, because this could be communication, a new start that's a bit shaky, right? This could be a little bit of arguments because possibly the passion has not found an escape route. Remember, Mars in Pisces. So there can be aggravation, anger, and frustration here coming from the divine masculine. And this possibly opens doors because we've got the Path here, number 22. I like this card because it's Venus in Libra, and Venus in Libra is relational, right? There are choices, opportunities, possible travel, or even separation as well, and even sometimes hesitation on a decision or a choice, making a choice. But this can also speak to physical travel. Now, it's the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is usually a mother, but she's also an earth sign, so Virgo, Capricorn, and also Taurus. Queen of Pentacles is usually the perfect mother, the mother that will sacrifice her happiness for her children. Now, I don't know. It will be different for each, right? And there could also be, I get an age difference here for some of you as well. What's this opening or this opportunity about? We've got the Tree, which could speak to family, health, or even a spiritual connection, a twin flame, or a karmic from, you know, these roots go deep into the past lifetimes or many years, a connection of many years. It's the Seven of Cups, which can open up doors, but also where there's confusion. But we've got the Dog and the Ten of Cups. Wow, and the Dog is play, loyalty. I mean, he's holding the leash, saying, let's play, you know, be my master. And it's the Ten of Cups. So interesting because it's the number 18. 18 is the moon, and as I said, we're going to have a new moon in Pisces roughly around the 19th of the month. So I'm wondering if that may not be a significant moment for you, which could be a day, a new moon, a seed that will bring happiness, because the Ten of Cups is total happiness and bliss. Or the news that's coming in is talking about an ending to someone's emotional life story at this time, which of course 10 of Cups turns into the Ace of Cups, right? Expect messages. 7 of Pentacles, someone's been looking at their, how much time, how much blood, sweat and tears they've invested in this connection. There can be messages, there can be also stress, anxiety, but also excitement. We've got a few birds here, so it does speak to social media, finding something out through the grapevine, through others, through friendships, someone eyeing you through social media, checking out your social media. It's a 12, which also is the 12th house Pisces, right? Where there's confusion, illusion, but Mercury is retrograde. So possibly someone returning from the past with lots of messages. And we've got the Fox, 9 of Wands. Someone's been through the ringer, but the Fox is tact, it's sneakiness. So if there has been a little bit of distrust, sneakiness, or someone not being totally open with you about what's going on through their communication with you, this could change things. And it's a 14, which is temperance. And temperance is divine timing. It's when, temperance was saying, wait, you will have the understanding. Maybe for some of you, that's the timing now. Let's see what the wisdom of the oracle holds relative to love. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Of course, sharing this video and also hyping. It does help the channel. And thank you also for sharing our app Mary Lou Cup with others. Remember, it's free to download, so you can check it out. It helps the algorithm. Thank you so much for doing that. And for those of you that are on iPhones, we'll let you know when it's on the App Store, so you can download it as well. I think you get the first coffee cup reading for free, plus you get a few tokens to use the dream interpretation and numerology, as well as general questions with AI. And I'll be talking about this more, letting you know. And if you've got any issues with the app at all, there is support on the app. So it's in all languages, so it covers the whole world where the understanding or your language is concerned. The most important and most common languages are used on the app, so it is fitting for everyone. Let's see what Spirit is telling us. We've got yin. So we've got the feminine energy here, number 2. And 2 is relational, but it can also be, 2s can also speak to separation, segregation, but also coupling up. So we've got the yin energy. It's more about recessive, emotional, nurturing, love. Let's take one more. And we've got loyal heart. Oh my God, number 35. And we see the crowns as well. The crowns on the owls, because the owls are birds, right? The owls for me, because they're more about wisdom, and during the night, the owls, that's when they coo, right? So maybe there will be communication during the night, or things that were unclear for you maybe coming into clarity. 35 equals an 8. 8, I don't know, the month of August, the 8th of the month could be, maybe the 8th of the month. We're on the 11th of March now. Maybe in 8 days, or maybe the 8th of April. Pay attention to the numbers, because numbers are very significant, and you will see our numerologer on Mary Lou app. He's wow, he's a whiz. He's the go-to person. Through numbers speak volumes. Even through your name, your birthday, he can give you a whole reading on what's going on in your life, where you are and where you're going. So, okay, loyal heart. Let's see, because with the Knight of Wands, sometimes the Knight of Wands is the player, someone that was not ready to settle down. But the King of Wands, okay, he could be someone that's flirtatious, someone that's very popular, someone that flaunts their success, someone that sits on their throne because they've had many partners. So they're very certain of themselves when they're in the upright. If this was someone who was in the reverse, this would be someone that's very ego-centered, very narcissistic. Now, we don't take reversals here, so remember that the Knight of Wands is someone that's not ready to settle down, someone that's free-spirited, someone that maybe wanted to connect but not ready to give you something more long-lasting. King of Wands and King of Cups here tells us that there is passion, there is emotional connection. Some of you may have a choice between two different people. Remember, this is a general reading. Let's read the loyal heart, number 35. $35. Loyal heart. Let's read the relationship message. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now's the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Let's read number 2, yin. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. What I'm getting with that is let the divine masculine take action and come towards you. That's exactly what it's telling me here. They will show their loyalty because we've got the loyal heart in the upright, and I'm so happy about that. Let's look into your person's psyche. Oops. Okay, doesn't matter. I dropped my Lavera Sibila. I want to use the Twin Flame deck in a moment. Let's look into the psyche, into the emotions of your person. Let's go. Thank you, Spirit. We've got new direction. They're following their heart. It feels like the road is open. They're on the way, coming closer towards you. They're on the road. They're planning, they're strategizing, something like that, to come closer towards you. Let's put these cards here. Maybe you can see them a little bit better. The answer is no. So far they've wanted to come towards you, but there was a blockage here. There were doubts, there was fear, but there is the offer. You see that the offer, and we always talk about this card as it's a dark card. There has been fear surrounding this offer. Maybe there's physical distance between the two of you. Sometimes practical things in our life make it even harder for the realization of this connection. There are fears and there is doubt, but this can also be that there's still secrecy around this connection because there is still the involvement of others. This is the Ace of Cups for me, of course, but we've got devotion here. My friends, we've got devotion. See the victim card. This is the Pisces energy for me, which is blocking the ability to move forward. Someone's all caught up relative to their sacrificing for others, sacrificing their happiness for others. It's all about divine timing for me, right? And one last card. We've got material world. It could be a family situation, money, so financial dissonance, hardships, or another commitment, right? The material world. We've got family here. I'm going to pause just for a second. I've got something in the oven and it's going to burn, so I'll be right back. Thankfully, it's all good. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so we've seen that there is family in the picture. Or this could also be once there is a release from the past, whatever it was it sacrifice, was it another connection? We see that your person is devoted. There's devotion here. And the devotion may have also been to family and children. But remember that this is a card of release. It's a karmic release, right? It's the Pisces unconditional love, which is changing because we're moving into the Aries energy. Now, if you're hearing noise in the background, that's Agape. Agape, can you stop that noise, please? Thanks, sweetheart. She's right at the top of the cupboard, digging into some boxes. Unbelievable she is. See, there's been no communication about what's going on in their personal life. There's a pause. They needed to see things from a different perspective. And maybe they've been going through a release, a death process, right? Which you may not know about. I got the goosebumps as I said that, so maybe you will find out about that. We shall see. Let's take the twin flame. The twin flame and deck and see what's going on. Agape is being very cheeky. Would you believe that she's made space and sitting in a box with some things that is on top of the cupboard? I think she's closer to spirit. The higher she goes, she's very close to the ceiling. Incredible. Let's see what's going on. What's going on in love? What's going on with your connection? What is the potential? Awakening, opening of the heart, spiritual activation, twin flame ascension. Oh my, everyone. Oh my. Okay, we will take a couple more because there's a few of you out there. Let's see. Because I know that there are issues, right? Father figure makes a great dad, divine masculine, strength and protection. This would be the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. Wow. And we've got healthy choices. Cleaning up your act, taking care of yourself, choosing better partners. That's what this divine masculine is doing. And that is the South Node in Virgo. Virgo is all about health, right? Healthy choices. Obviously, possibly they were in an unhealthy other connection. It did not help their health, right? Their psychological health. As you could see, they're also the victim here. So if you feel as though they've been unfair with you, I feel that they have their own issues. And maybe we need to sometimes take the position of the other person. That's what Pisces is all about. Now let's take 3 cards from the keep forgetting the decks, the names. The Lover's Path Tarot. You know, when you're reading cards, your mind is everywhere other than the names, right? When you think of the astrology, when you're, how do we say it? Not grounded. Let's see what's going on in love. What is the potential, dear Spirit? Yeah, so I feel that we ascend. We're not, stepping on the ground when we're reading cards, when we're looking for answers. Prince of Coins, Perseus. Wow. Perseus, he's the god, the warrior, let's say, Mars, that Perseus beheaded Algol, Medusa, right? So Perseus speaks to courage and intelligence, and I feel that the Five of Swords could be also your person, right? Because the 5 and the 8 of Swords, so I do get strong air in their chart as well. But this is also the Knight, the Knight of Coins, so Virgo comes through as well. Remember, Virgo is a logical sign, slow and steady and planning for the future. Where do we put the cards? Let's put them here. I can make some space. We've got 9 of Staves, 9 of Wands, that they've been through a lot, obviously. And the 10 of Wands, which is the Ace of Wands in actuality. And we saw the spark, the Ace of Wands, and that is what the King of Wands holds as well. So there is strong desire here, but your person is feeling that they are going through a very heavy moment at this time. They will get to their goal, and I feel that their goal is this connection, even though they may not have shared that with you. What's at the bottom? We've got the 2 of Coins. There's a choice that needs to be made here as well, and things are up in the air at this time. Let's take another layer of the tarot. Let's see why we've got the 5 of Swords. What does that mean? Because there could be a lot of jealousy, especially if you are dealing with, well, the signs that have been mentioned. I think Scorpio comes through very, very strongly, but maybe someone that doesn't know everything about you as well, so they may have doubts about what's going on with you. Let's see. There could be some distrust here. We've got the Fool activation, so there's the conflict. It could be internal conflict as well about taking this new journey, about taking a risk, right? Now, the Fool card, of course, it's Aries energy, so it can speak to the Aries season, but also it's Uranus. So someone looking for the answers or looking for a way out to release the past, and there could be enthusiasm about taking this journey, moving forward. What else? We've got the intuitive and sensitive Queen of Cups. We saw the King of Cups as well. So there is emotional connection here, surely. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, which is at the root, with the destined opportunities in the past. 9 of Cups, satisfaction and wish fulfillment. So there was a lot of satisfaction and happiness. The 9 of Cups is, I'm doing what makes me feel good, right? 9 of Cups is, this may have been your wish fulfillment. It may have been your person's. You may have been your person's wish fulfillment. All right? 9 of Cups on the Wheel of Fortune. Both of you may have felt very, very lucky indeed in this connection. Why did we have restoration and temperance? We've got healing and recovery, the 4 of Swords. So your person has possibly gone through a disappointment, right? Or there's exhaustion, or your person could be waiting on you as well, I'm going to say. Some of you may have, this could also be your energy, where you could be going through an ending, or you've gone through a disappointment, you've been waiting forever. Someone needs healing here. We've got 2 cards that speak to healing. and restoration and balance. Someone needs time here with the Four of Swords. Someone needed time. Remember I'm going to say, because the Four of Swords shows the warrior taking some time out, taking a breather. What he's thinking of is the Three of Swords, the heartbreak, hurting others, being hurt by themselves, and someone thinking a lot. And I do feel that that's probably what's going on now with Mars in Pisces. This is the warrior that's preparing. They're in a rest mode, not communicating a lot, needing more time to figure things out, but also preparing to take action, right? Remember the fourth sword, which is by his side. So this is the wounded warrior, the lone wolf, someone that needed time to get over whatever they needed to heal from their life. Let's look at the judgment and the karma review. We've got Three of Pentacles, collaboration, second chances in collaboration, but also a release of a third party with the Three of Pentacles. It can speak to three people, right? Work could be involved here as well. What else? Page of Swords. This is someone spying through the internet, or someone that's thinking of communicating concerning third parties or second chances, or at a resurrection, or even the ability to work together, to work and collaborate relative to this connection. What is the Knight of Wands about in the near future? We've got the Ace of Pentacles, wise investment. And the investment could be literal, someone who works, someone who travels a lot, they're into investing money, or someone that's investing a lot in their own business. Ace of Pentacles, remember, this is a promise, this is an opportunity. And possibly this Knight of Wands, this player or this free-spirited individual has come to the conclusion that this connection maybe is a wise investment, something that they could something that they want for their future, because the Ace of Pentacles is, it could speak to a relationship, right? Something that's long term, and that's based in reality, not just where passion, fire, and sexuality is concerned, because Ace of Pentacles, right, it could speak to a commitment, a promise. This could be a change of someone changing homes. Ace of Pentacles can be a home, can be an offer. Let's take one more. And we've got the Page of Cups, message of love. So, message of love, a message comes through, an unconditional love, unconditionally loving message or proposal is coming through, which can lead to something long term in the future. So we see, and Pisces comes through here. This could also be someone returning with an apology, or this could be someone that has got a child. Pages are children, but they are also messengers. This could possibly happen around the new moon in Pisces. Let's look at the position of you. You've got the Emperor on you. Is this someone you are releasing, or someone that you dream of connecting with? Because remember the father figure, I said it could be the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. So whichever way it goes, the divine masculine is showing up in your position. Some of you may be the emperor of your own life. You may be single already and taking care of others, being the perfect mom or the perfect dad for your family, for the people around you, your loved ones. Let's take one more on this Emperor. And we've got Four of Cups, missed opportunity. The Four of Cups can be missed opportunities, but it's also emotionally someone not being happy where they are. So Some of you may have an emperor in your life, someone that's not able to give you that security, someone that you don't admire, someone that was not good enough. This could be an ex of yours. Or if this is your person, then energetically they're with you and they feel as though they've missed some opportunities. This could be your emotions as well, that you've missed opportunities with your emperor and you may be kicking yourself for that. Let's look at the surrounding, your environment, which more than likely is concerning your person. The World card, cycle completion, you see? And they can be at a physical distance, so you may be dealing with someone that has got, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus, but they're going through a cycle completion. Five of Cups, old wounds. They're focusing on the past old wounds, the 3 cups that are spilt, not looking at the 2 cups that are still standing. They've got regrets relative to the past and the involvement of third parties in whichever way they were involved. They need to release the past, or there's something from the past that they're needing to emotionally release. One more. And we've got 16 and the Tower, divine intervention comes through. So they're going through an awakening, a major shift, big aha moments, right? They're seeing things shift in their life, and very suddenly they could be going through massive life changes and awakening, spiritual awakening, because of the divine intervention. Now remember, this is a Uranus card for me. Uranus is transiting through Taurus. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. What is this divine intervention bringing for this person? 3 of Wands, awaiting results. They're waiting on their ships to come in. What are their ships? It will be different for each of you. They're waiting on results. They've seen the light. Now they're physically at a distance from you, or they're waiting for help as they're closing up a major life cycle. Business could be involved, as well as maybe they've put in a lot of effort and waiting on the results of their efforts. What is the 8 of Swords with imprisonment? We've got King of Swords, quick wit and intellect. King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This could be an advisor, if not another side to your person. Someone that has strong air in their chart. They're looking for a way out, a resolution as to get out of an imprisoning situation, possibly. Or they're seeking advice from a professional with whatever's imprisoning them. Some of you are hoping that there will be clear, concise, and truthful communication. Let's take one more. 10 of Swords, painful ending. Lots of swords, lots of dark thoughts and negative thoughts, possibly on their mind. Remember that King of Swords is someone that sees things from a detached point of view. Someone that could also, their truths could also hurt. So there could be lies and deception between the 2 of you. I don't know who that began from, you know. I'm thinking more than likely, most of you here are females, so more than likely your divine masculine hasn't been totally truthful with you. And this may come as a bit of a shock or a surprise, that they will be more open about them going through a painful ending, or maybe you are going through a painful ending now, thinking that they've betrayed you, that they haven't told you the truth. But remember that the 10 of Swords turns into the Ace, which is all about new beginnings, clarity, and clearing the air. Some of you may have, or may even be going through a breakup now. I feel that this painful ending, whatever this is going to bring the possibility of the new beginning, right? There's a release here. This is the darkest before the dawn, of course. I get strong Scorpio energy with a painful ending here. Let's look at the King of Wands, the divine masculine. We've got the Queen of Swords, sharp and assertive, Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, but Libra mainly. The Queen of Swords could be someone that wants the truth and nothing but the truth, but she wants equality. She wants equal, reciprocal give and take within her connection, within her relationship. She could be a divorcee, a separated mom, right? But she's also in a very strong position relative to the mind. Now, there could be, remember the conflict, the Five of Swords, mind games. There's intelligence on both sides. And because she holds the clocks here, the clock is ticking away. The clock is Chronos, Saturn. There could be clear and concise communication about equality, and where there isn't reciprocated equality and balance and harmony, she's ready to cut that umbilical cord and, break free. So there could be some conflictual energies, some explosive energies. We've got fire and air, and we've got the Four of Pentacles, scarcity mindset. Someone was, I feel, fearing being totally open, and they were protecting their heart. I feel it could be both of you. So through these critical moments, this crisis between you and your person, there's more heart openings I get, because the scarcity mindset is the Four of Pentacles, that I don't know if I'm totally truthful with what's been going on with me, and that I've kept a lot back that I have not shared, that I'm going to lose them, or I'm scared to speak of my, what I've been waiting on, that I've been protecting my heart, that I truly want this connection, but I wasn't able to offer it, or I wasn't able to be part of it because of what was going on in my personal life. Fours always speak about home. Let's take one more, and we've got concrete ideas, a Page of Pentacles. I think we'll leave that there. So something about planning for the future. This is another messenger which can bring grounding and a reality check, but also the potential for planning and strategizing for the future. Talks could be around children as well, but something that will be communicated will ground the energies. It speaks to concrete ideas, things that will bring grounding and more stable plans for the future, let's say. Ace of Cups, everyone. Love initiation. Very similar to this card right here with the offer. So you see the darkness of the card. Beneath that, we've got Knight of Swords and decisive action. So there will be communication. There will be the clearing out of the cobwebs, the misunderstandings. And we've seen that there will be messages and communication. So nothing is yet set in stone, but I feel that generally speaking, from the energies through this reading, I feel that there is more to come, that there is loyalty. And as I mentioned in the messengers here yesterday, it's about doing things differently. So if you've been trying something over and over again, you're getting the same result, maybe it's a time of doing things a little bit differently. So use that advice in your own personal life in whichever way it talks to you. Let's take some love messages, and then we're going to roll the dice as well. Let's see what your person is thinking. Remember that the material world here, which is like the Ten of Pentacles, it speaks to family, but also Ten of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles, and we see it here in the near future. We also see it here with the Page of Pentacles. We also see it here with the Perseus and the pentacle that the Knight of Pentacles is holding. What's the Two of Pentacles sitting on? It's sitting on the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is reconciliation. Third parties. Beneath that, we've got the Nine of Cups as well. Someone's wish fulfillment. Something to do with reconciling, or someone's wondering if there are still third parties here. And we've got the Queen of Cups here. A lot of water. Queen of Cups is also here in the challenge position. It's like the divine feminine doesn't know whether she can take that risk or whether her divine masculine will risk and come through as loving and nurturing and sacrificing. And we saw Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. We saw King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and we saw the Queen of Swords. So there is a third wheel here for sure, as well as the Emperor, which I forgot to mention. Emperor, of course, is Aries. More so, could be any sign though. Let's see what your person wants you to know. How do they feel? Let's take messages from them. I'm not in love with you. I have to be honest with you. So this could be a message. If this is not to you, then this could be their emotions with someone that they could be leaving behind. No one compares to you. I prefer to be friends. Wow. You were cold and distant to me. I needed more passion. I dreamt of you before I met you. No one knows me better than you. You are the love of my life. I want you in my life for today, tomorrow, and forever. This is my truth. Take another card. What is their truth? My heart is in your hands. Please don't hurt me. And one more card. We've got I missed you. Are you happy where you are? I always think of you. Wow. Okay. And what's at the bottom? You will always be in my heart. I can never or will ever forget you. Wow, we see with the path here, there are still choices to be made. We've got the Two of Pentacles as well. For some of you, the offers are on the table already. For others of you, it may take the Aries season, okay? Do expect messages, communications. You'll be finding out about endings. We had a few tens, yes. And remember, it's a very fated time. Let's look at the planets. The planets and how they come through. We've got Mercury, which can speak to communication. Mercury speaks to Gemini as well as Virgo, but Mercury is also in Pisces. So retrograde Mercury could be very significant right now. We've got the South Node. South Node, which is in Virgo. We've got Uranus, and Uranus rules, of course, Aquarius, but is transiting through Taurus. We've got the Sun. So we saw the Sun, which is Leo, of course, and transiting through Pisces. So we had the Sun, Uranus, Mercury, and the South Node. So what may be coming to light, which may be quite surprising or shocking through communication and understanding, as that someone can break out and break away from a karmic past. That's what I'm getting. Uranus, Mercury, Sun, and South Node. Okay, and it's a very karmic moment, and it could be happening now, whether it's you or it's your person. Let's take the signs. We've got Aquarius. We've got Taurus. We've got Cancer. We've got Virgo. We've got Sagittarius. There's Sagittarius. So they're the signs that are coming through. And let's look at now either the number of the month or the number of the day, or how many days or how many months. Take it as it resonates for you. This is a number 6. We've got number 8. a number 5, one more, and a number 12. 6 and 8 is 14, and 5 is 19, and 12, that's 31, right? 31 equals a 4. 4 is the emperor. And 4 is also in, 4 is the 4th house where Jupiter has now turned direct, finally, and will be bringing his gifts, his truth, and his abundance. So, I think we've wrapped today's reading up, my dear friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your love, support. Don't forget, 50% off a half-hour tarot reading. The link is beneath this video. I think we'll leave it for another week. After that, that opportunity will have ended. And remember to, under the video of the 10-year celebration of Divine Debut 11 on YouTube, to enter by commenting yes please with 10 hearts that you want to enter and be a possible winner, right? And we'll be giving you a number. Hope that's still recording. So keep those comments coming. You may comment yes please beneath this video for a love message, but give me some time. I've got a lot on my plate. And don't forget Mary Lou Cup, to download it, to share it. And we've also done a video on how to use it, how to download it, from where, and all that. So all those are on our channel here at Divine Debut 11. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Love and light. Sending you all our best. Talk to you soon.